The Suns smoked the Nuggets last night, 123-98. It wasn't even that close. Up 2-0. Tonight, Nets-Bucks Game 3, Clippers-Jazz Game 2. Following the loss last night, the Nuggets head coach Michael Malone said his team quit.
They've had their way with us on both ends of the court. I felt we quit tonight, which is something you never want to see. So I guess for Game 3, I'm just going to try to find guys that will at least go out there and leave it all on the line. I may have a hard time coming up with 5 guys that fill that, but these 2 games, these second halves, have really been disappointing, and that's an understatement.
Coach, can you name the names of everybody who quit? Did the entire team quit? Tell me who didn't quit last night. The worst thing you can ever say about an athlete is you quit. Michael Malone is not Bill Belichick. He's not Phil Jackson. He's not Pat Riley. They got rings. Michael Malone, don't call him Mike, calling out his team. Maybe they respond. Maybe he should understand, too, the Phoenix Suns are a better team. They're a whole lot healthier than the Nuggets are. Did the MVP quit last night? Did the Joker quit last night? Or was he the guy who didn't quit? And can't you say this to your team in the locker room? And now I know Michael Malone was saying, hey, include me in this. Did he quit? How did he quit? Like, at what point did you quit coaching? I just don't understand this. Now, do I like that we get all this information? Do I like that it's full disclosure? Do I like that they're going to say something in front of the media? Yeah, it makes my job easier. But I don't play for the Nuggets. If I played for the Nuggets, I would have been livid with my coach. You want to say something to us, you say something to us as a team. Don't do this through the media. Because then I would say, Coach, who quit? Did I quit? How about we aren't as good as the Phoenix Suns? The Suns played extremely well. We don't have our starting backcourt. Chris Paul was wonderful last night. But are you telling me that Michael Porter Jr., who has a bad back, he quit last night? Did the Joker quit last night? I'm sure they're going to respond. I'm sure they'll play a whole lot better in Game 3 back home. But don't call out your team and say they quit. Because it starts with you. How did you let them quit? Can't you spin this and make it positive? Where you say, look, I love that we had guys out there who were hurt, but we were still playing hard. When we go back home, we're going to regroup here. Do I need to call you out in front of the media to then make me look better by calling you out in front of the media? And it felt like, it was more of a PR move here. Oh, you know what? I can't send a message to my team by talking to my team. I'm going to send a message through the media. I guess it can work. I guess the players will be like, oh, we'll show him we don't quit. Really? You're just not a better team. The Phoenix Suns are a better team. You may say, look, we're trying to match them and we can't right now. This is a Phoenix Suns team that had a better record than the Nuggets during the regular season. I think we look at the Suns and we go, oh, those cuddly Suns. Oh, look at them. Remember the bubble Suns? Yeah. And then we saw what happened during the regular season. And you're watching what's happening during the postseason. Now, do I think if the Lakers were healthy, they would have beaten the Phoenix Suns? I do. But they weren't. Did the Lakers quit? Did Frank Vogel come out and say, hey, we quit? I just don't like when coaches do that. Like, do you see that in a movie? Just talk to your team. How many guys? 12? 13? Guys, come here. We have to understand what's at stake here. Do I have to tell you what's at stake here? Let's be in this together. I got to make adjustments. Bear with me. We're going to try to counter some of the things that they did. And we're going to be better in Game 3 when we go home. And I got to do my job better. Does that resonate a little bit more with your team when you talk to them as grown-ups instead of going, and we quit? Play the beginning part of that again here with Michael Malone.
They've had their way with us on both ends of the court. I felt we quit tonight, which is something you never want to see. So I guess for game 3, I'm just going to try to find guys that will at least go out there and leave it all on the line.
Right.
I may have a hard time coming up with.
Okay, so that's – I don't know where you're going to find these guys. Like you don't look down the roster and down on the bench and go, oh, my God, did you see who showed up who's going to play for us? No, you know the roster here. But I didn't like it. I didn't like when I heard it. But Michael Malone knows his team, obviously far better than I know the Nuggets. I would just know that in a situation like that, if a coach says publicly we quit, now the media goes to you and says, did you quit? Now you've opened the door. I'm allowed to ask you that. Coach said you quit. Hey, Joker, did you quit? Who quit? Did you notice anybody quitting out there? I don't think you want to go down that road. Yes, Heaton.
Because now the whole series is going to be, remember that time the Nuggets quit? It's like, dang, that's...
Yeah. It just hangs there. Yeah, McLovin.
Have the Bucks quit a little bit? If you're the Bucks coach, are you thinking that? Like, what do teams quit? Because there's no way the Bucks talent-wise are that far behind the Nets.
Okay, there are times when you're just not good enough. Does that mean you quit?
But this doesn't seem like, I'm looking at the rosters, this doesn't seem like times that, like, the Nuggets shouldn't be getting blown out, should they? They have the MVP.
I know, but it feels like it's 1-on-5.
Yeah, they have a bunch of scrubs around him. That's true.
It's just not good. It's just not good. Like, Will Barton has been out 7 weeks with a hamstring injury. He scored 10 points. He played 15 minutes. Okay, but it feels like he's at least trying. Michael Malone was happy with Barton's performance. He says that it's embarrassing that a guy that hasn't been able to play for 7 weeks was out there leaving it all on the line. I don't feel like anyone else did. Somebody then asked the Joker, did you quit? And he says, I know I didn't quit. He says that maybe the Nuggets, he says he didn't feel like the Nuggets quit. Maybe they hung their heads a little bit there. Yeah, Paul.
You could look at this, and everyone talks about defense and all this stuff and quitting and trying. The Brooklyn Nets are shooting 44% from three. The Milwaukee Bucks are shooting 30%. The math just adds up. If you could shoot threes, you're probably going to win. The Phoenix Suns are shooting 39% from three. They're second in the league. Free throw percentage. Guess who the best teams are in free throw percentage in the postseason? The Nets, the Clippers, the Suns, the Hawks. You know the teams that are out? The Mavericks are out. The Celtics are out. The Lakers are out. They're the poorest free throw shooting teams.